And we are live with Mail Day. I guess I should give this an episode. So episode 6. I guess this is the sixth time that we've gotten together to like watch my shitty, stupid eBay purchases. For the most part, I show you
It's only 6.
It's only 6. Ew,
Wow.
excuse me. Yeah.
It's like an eternity in
Well,
a good way.
it's
It
'cause
feels
we-
like we've been hanging out for ages.
Yeah, and we
Because-
cracked the cherry
yeah,
stuff
it feels like
together.
ages.
And we
That's true, that's
cracked the Skybox and the Chronicles Blasters. And I did Revolution and Court King. So
Yet there's still so much to come this week. This is great.
there's so much, and I'm just gonna maybe angle this a little bit more up.
Yeah.
There we
Got
go.
the spicy stuff we got from last week.
Yeah. I was like, I'm
Nice.
building a background. It's fine. It'll look better coming up.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the Jordan? You're just going to keep him in the base Jordan, just keep it in a top loader or something, and
Like,
not necessarily
the
grade or
corners
anything.
are damaged. Can't grade it. Like, I could probably like sell it off for a couple of bucks, but what's the point? Like, I may as
I
well
reckon it's
just
just a cool
keep it to
background
look
piece
at.
now.
Exactly. Like it is
exactly.
cool art, and it's the only one I own, and we didn't crack multiples, so I don't have one to grade and chuck in the background, which was kind of what I was hoping to get. Like,
Yeah, that'd be
a couple of these numbers ones, a couple of these base ones, get them all graded, sell off what I didn't need, and then just keep one of these in the background. So yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
And I've got to try and figure out what I am grading, what I think is gonna maybe turn over a little bit of dosh back into the kitty for more boxes. And this is happening. Yeah. Ooh.
That. Oh, THBS 1 and plus 2. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So
So
that's
you're doing that while you're doing that while you're streaming.
no. So I'm tethered via my phone to my PC for my internet connection. And I'm using the home internet to download Tony Hawk's.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
say that was that's mighty lofty aspirations
No.
for Australian internet to do two things at once.
absolutely not. I'm just gonna tab
I
around.
have to I start up this computer and I have to viciously shut down everything that auto loads on this Mac. She's like, nah, I just cannot spare any connection space.
Well,
Slack, Spotify, whatever. It's crazy.
yeah. So
Seems to be okay. Touch wood.
touch wood, exactly.
Yeah.
So the first thing I have to show you is sadness. My infinite sadness. I actually gave this person negative review on eBay because they are trash human. I'm going to call them subhuman, which they clearly are.
That's a big word.
Hang on a second.
What have we done to wrong you? This is going to be good.
Hang on a second.
Are we looking for connection?
All right, hang on. So Big Wade says, Chesh, I need your advice. I've just been offered $750 USD. In other words, like just over $1,000 from an American card breaks company for the Jordans unopened. They'll cover shipping. What would you do? I've never been in this position. Sell them
Yeah.
straight up.
Interesting.
Now, the reason I say this is
Alright,
these
so
are the
pretty
ones from Cherry, and I've been watching people open them, and they they're not great, to be honest. Like, from what I've seen, the breaks haven't been really worth the $39 or $40 it is for one of those Jordan boxes. Like, the value's just not there. And you get that from a blind box, which we'll see tonight.
Yep.
You're not always going to get the value back from something that you purchase. We know that. That's an absolute. So
We're engineered to think of what's in there and get excited about that. And usually that's the role of the consumer to go, well, but it could be anything. It could be a boat.
well, that's the thing. Like, so
really excited about that.
when it comes to this one, it could be a graded Jordan in there. It could be like a PSA 6 or a BGS 6 Michael Jordan rookie. But do you want to risk that, or do you want to sell all of the product that you bought and make a substantial amount on top?
It's a Schrodinger's cat thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that sounds actually really good. So yeah, fire away.
All right, I've messaged him back. That's all I can do.
Nice.
So
I'd take that. I'd take that.
this is going to be sadness. The way that this was shipped and I've got to remember, but I'm pretty sure this was shipped to me in a, I want to say in a, I don't think it was even a bubble mailer, to be honest. This really pissed me off.
In the basketball hobby scene, that's blasphemy.
This really pissed me off. Not only
Well,
that,
it actually blew my mind doing Magic stuff, and then this. That was like, no one ever uses plain envelopes here.
Well,
I mean, plain envelopes are the $2 standard for sending Magic cards. across
see, and
Facebook,
I wouldn't mind so much if you sent them in a top loader and a team bag. If you're putting it in a normal envelope, fine.
Yep, true.
Like, I don't care. Like, if it's an expensive card, wrap it in some cardboard. Well, yeah, that's right. But if you're putting in a top loader, it shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be moving. However, if you just send your fucking cards to me like this, you're a trash subhuman. You see the corner already? Yeah. That corner is fucked, mate.
Well, the
It
other,
is
the
fucked.
other one too.
So,
what was it in?
this is what it was in.
Is it another Carson?
No. All three of them were in the same package with no protection at all.
You're joking.
Nope.
So they just had penny sleeves. That was it. Which penny sleeves don't do anything.
So
Take the
base Prism Carson made it through. It was in the middle.
It was sandwiched. Yeah.
However, the rookie patch didn't.
Oh no.
Which also has screwed corners.
So there is the element to this. I mean, you know, I'll look at these things a bit more optimistically or trying to find some skerrick of understanding. But I just keep thinking that maybe ignorance could be a thing, whatever. But I think what you're doing as far as just being as abundantly clear on what the standard is one thing. You can keep doing that. But then again, most sales and everything transaction-wise is always kind of prefaced, be it on eBay, be it on these selling groups, and really kind of, really spelled out anyway, this is what's expected. Uploader, team bag, added mailer, that kind of thing. Those three things,
I'd believe that if this person didn't fucking message me and say, but I've sent them like this before and there's never been a problem.
Yeah.
Just like the other dickwit. I'm so happy this isn't for kids, by the way. I can just swear my nut off.
Whether there are people that have received stuff and just gone with it and maybe it didn't get damaged as much, that's one thing, but I think that's the whole neutrality favors the oppressor. You don't say anything and it validates it, and it's that's the one that needs to be done. That's why negative feedback exists. People do get defensive, but that's why it exists. So, well, what's this one, man?
Hey Sam, is this a top loader?
I was about to say, is this build your own MacGyver top loader? Jerry Rice's top loader.
All right, people. People, hear me out. If this was in a top loader in here, I wouldn't be as angry. Now, clarity for clarity's sake, this was bought through a third party. Block City Cards bought me this and another card as a way of saying sorry about some shit that we talked about last week. That wasn't really their fault. That was just them being nice. They didn't know how this was being sent out. They assumed that this would be sent out in a top loader and a padded mailer. Padded mailer, yes.
Yes.
Top loader, however, does this look like a fucking top loader? Does this look like a top? No, it doesn't. Let me just find a way to.
You know the other thing with the top loader thing too, Chesh, is that the more you send them around, the more it kind of keeps the top loader economy going in a way. It's like then you have whoever's receiving the cards has more top loaders to send out other stuff, and that's why it happens. But people running top loaders, I guess.
Don't,
Chord Kings, too.
Don't do this. Don't do this. This survived.
Chesh, there's a good story in the comments, so you might want to have
a
little gander at.
Well, I can't see the comments. You can. Angry Chesh, you're right. I am.
You know who that is? Slaff. Yeah, says I've got something to make you rage. Trying to open the cardboard my cards were wrapped in, finding out the card was actually taped to the cardboard. Yeah, that's my pet peeve. So put a crease in the bottom of it, and only a $3 Andrei Kirilenko card, but still. Well, that's the thing. It's these cards mean a lot to us, especially weapon players like Andrei Kirilenko. Right. And it's not the point. It's the principle at the end of the day. It's like, if it's a $100 card or a $3 card, it's still you bought it, you wanted it. And is it too much to expect it to, get to you in a kind of receivable condition. So yeah,
Exactly.
good times.
And lol, Jim, thanks for the sarcasm. Jim knows.
I'm just amazed.
Yeah, we've known each other for quite a while now, so Jim's kind of like,
I love it.
yeah, on my wavelength.
I just love you just managed to get 1 or 2 of these a week. And I think that's the bit you're like, whoa, this keeps happening.
At least this one had top loaders. See, this I don't mind so much, right? Except,
Well, they're in the top loader. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
how many top loaders to cards are there? I'm a bit worried to take these out, to be honest.
Yeah,
Alright,
you haven't done that.
so, no.
Those grand.
This is another eBay purchase. This is one...
Grant left-handed, or is he just throwing? Is he just throwing an over the head
No,
pass?
you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
I gotta watch some Grant highlights.
So, at least these ones up. Hang on a second. Nah, that corner is slightly off.
Dang,
But fine.
Grant had some college stats at Tennessee. I've never seen that. 18 and 7, pretty good. Kind of blocks.
So at one point, I decided I wanted to buy some more rookie cards. Not that I remember, but I apparently did. So
I was in a haze.
none of them seem to be in their own sleeves, which makes me a bit sad.
Yeah, that's.
Oh look, that one's even just sitting in the middle raw. Fine.
Yeah.
Another one. Chinese New Year. Red cracked ice.
That was cool.
And just a base.
So is the Grant collection starting kind of as a secondary?
Not really. I think I grabbed them on a whim because they were cheap, and I was like, nah, screw it.
And they seem to happen by proximity with Carson, I guess.
Yeah, they were from another buyer that I was already buying something off anyway. So I just kind of figured, why not? And then here we are.
It's the whole add to cart when, it's just a convenience thing.
Michaela, welcome to the stream. Okay, so this one's interesting.
This one, that's the wrong sport.
Wait for it. So when I received this and I unbagged it from the team bag, I freaked out that I had somebody else's
order. Exactly. Yeah.
Order.
I've done that before.
The reason being is because it came with all of this select bulk.
Yeah.
Right? Hilariously enough,
dominance or whatever that crazy set is.
Exactly.
Select 2020. Yeah.
Now, hilariously enough, this was before I won that competition where I won that $250, $300 signed card.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah.
So this is what it was, though.
Yeah. Garçon.
Now, the corners are a bit soft because it's Origins. Origins, generally speaking, comes out of the pack a bit soft on those corners.
Bottom left especially has got a big old white mark.
But you know what? For $25, that's fine.
Yeah. Cool. And like numbered to 99.
Yep.
It's the things I love. It's an auto and it's a patch. Call me old school.
It's an RPA. I
can't even believe I'm saying that these days. That I feel a little bit old school.
I feel a little bit old school, but
patches are cool.
Yeah. What is this per se?
Oh no.
What is this? Who is this from, Sam?
It's what did they charge? $2.20 for postage.
Yeah, $2.20 for postage.
Did I give you a nickname on the back or anything?
You know what? That's a good question. I just
did on a few people.
Threw it on the ground, actually.
Because I know it's like Sharky does the whole drop it like a pot in the instructions, which I loved. You found?
No, it just says.
That's okay.
No,
I would have done like.
I almost read out your address.
I just put a random inverted in parenthesis a downtown in someone's name once. It was my mate's, but yeah, stuff like that. I love putting on the postage.
See,
so what
now,
are we going to hear?
This was packaged correctly.
Sure.
Surprise, surprise. Yes, except the. I'm assuming you have a pet.
What do you mean?
The hair that was stuck to it.
Oh yeah. No, that's the carpet. Exactly.
I was going to say it's either a pet or you're going silverish.
Yeah, I
That was
am
a
going
notification.
silverish, I'll tell you that. But yes, that was also one of my old scraggly team bags, so I hope you don't mind.
No, that's fine.
When I was running low.
KXGX, thanks for the follow. I'm not going to read out your name because it's just I couldn't.
So I did sandwich some stuff, but stuff that didn't matter.
So how much did I pay for this?
45 Australian pesos.
Right. So I got the one card that I really was after, but there's other stuff in here that I was not expecting. Now,
Yeah, I just chucked it in because I know who wants this stuff.
just so good. And the condition is, other than the hair that's stuck in there that I'll get out later, the condition is, yeah, really good. As
I love that set, like you said as well.
strong
The
corners.
Past Present 12 was one of my favorites, and that actually came from a box we cracked for probably was $60 or $70.
Exactly.
And it was awesome. So yeah.
Oh, it's just Jim. Okay. Thanks, Jim. What are your thoughts on throwing in a few random base cards with an order? When I send cards, I usually throw a couple of players from the team card for the person ordered. Good. I think that is good, right?
I love it.
So
Get the buyers coming back.
move to Twitch to make mockery. Nice. It's fair because Jim was commenting on Facebook, and I'm sure as a shopper, you don't want to. You don't want people seeing some of that stuff. I think sending some other base from the team that the person is buying is a nice touch. Some people are just going to go, what a fucking waste. But if it's me, I'm going to be like, that's really thoughtful. Like the fact that you basically themed my purchase. Like I'm always going to be all up in that, just going, yep, like you're doing the right thing. Chucking in random sports is also kind of cool because on one hand it's
gateway drug.
Yeah, on one hand it could be the gateway drug, you know. On the other hand, it gave me a fucking heart attack because I thought I had somebody else's stuff. Anyway, back to this. So this kawaii is like really sexy.
This is a connected theme because I did exactly this. I was like, I know what Chesh likes, and why send one card when I can send a few? So here's another set we opened, that Fleer Retro, I think.
It looks so good. It looks so good.
The Sean Elliott and a Ellen Houston Sig in that one. Oh, also the Draymond Green Sig kind of rookie card in that set that I sold as well. So that was just a really fun one. So it's all the pros in the college stuff. So we talked about it before. Some people don't like the college stuff as much. Whatever. But
I'll find another one for that. But that definitely goes up there.
as you've seen, I opened a bunch of stuff from 2012, and sorry, this is the crappiest of top loaders I had, but the Carl inside's fine. So.
I don't care about the condition of the top loader as long as the card is clean.
They're all freebies.
You know what I'm like?
Yeah, that was Elite. I think that set was it? Panini. They warp a little bit. I found, which was really not the greatest, but whatever. So
they do. It's because of the UV coating they used on the cards. Because this was back when they were still trying to kind of find their feet because they'd been doing other sports stuff. But I think they'd only just started doing basketball in 2012. Because at least I know that's when they started doing. Just finished playing Call of Duty. Good one, Sharky. Thanks for reminding me that I need to harp on you in a second about your methods of payment.
Always on the scene, Sharky.
But that is just classy. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
awesome.
a classy card design. And same with, I just thought Marquee was a similar that I found warping. So speaking of classy, as I said, I busted a bunch of 2012 Prism, and I knew one. I didn't tell you about it, but I had this guy.
If I had have known, I would have been like, jump that in the order, I'll buy it. Oh, that is so cool.
I didn't even put it up for sale because I was like, no, it's. I don't think it's worth that much as a Prism, but
probably not. But... Hey, Squiz. So Squiz, are we just not friends? Is that what I'm getting from this? Even though we're friends on Facebook? He's so confused, I bet. Hey, Squiz, did you know that you didn't pay friends and family to me and you paid goods and services? So apparently we're not friends? That hurts, man. That cuts deep.
Payment. Probably just tick the wrong box, I reckon.
He's like, no. Yeah, of course, because I know plenty of people who have accidentally done that. like I've done
louder
it to
than
somebody
words.
as well, and it was just like it happens, but I'm always going to give somebody shit for it when it does happen.
What happens? He pays the fees anyway, so yeah.
No, I pay the fees.
I know you do when you do.
I
that.
pay the
Sorry.
fees because I'm the one selling the item. Yeah, that's right. You can make it up to me later.
Yeah. But you just have to say it's all business.
Oh, business, baby. So this was the piece of the resistance.
Oh, this is cool.
So this was like $45 from the Cardboard Club, on Big Cartel.
By the way, awesome design. Whoever's doing that stuff on the other little logo stuff you put together, love it to bits. That is just, I mean, that hits my soul as the stuff.
I will send it. No,
I
don't
love
worry
it.
about sending it. It's not the point. I just wanted to give you a bit of a ribbon for friends do. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. So there's one pack of rookies and one pack of inserts and hits. Now I think I posted an image, so I should actually have it in my phone. Give me 1 second so I can tell you exactly what's supposed to be in this for $45, which again, like I've already spoken to them, and I'm pretty sure they're watching the stream.
Nice.
Because I said to them, like, I'm just basically gonna, like, do what we're doing now, talk about the product. So this was their launch special. This was to 10. The first thing that struck me about this, and I bought it anyway against my better judgment, is the fact that there was zero on the site about what actually is in these, other than 10 cards total with 5 rookie cards, 3 insert or parallels, and 2 autograph or memorabilia cards. But it doesn't say if there's like any big hits that you should be looking for or anything like that. So here's hoping. So
I think it's gonna be kind of cool. So
yeah,
give it a whirl. And I think as you've been doing, you've been trying out it, seeing what everyone's doing in the card land lately, and
exactly. And that was the point of this.
Only promoting the ones that are doing it well. It's awesome.
Now on YouTube, there is another YouTuber from here in Australia called Cardman Brandon. Cardman Brandon opened the $12 packs of this. I think he opened like 2 or 3 of them. No top loaders, which I've already given them feedback about, especially with this product, because if you're selling a premium product, package it as a premium product, which is fine, but like it looks like they survived, but who knows, they could be damaged, I don't know. But always top loaders, always. When you're doing a premium product and you're expecting somebody to pay a premium, package it as a premium and entice them to buy more. That's the idea of a premium product. Now, Cardman Brandon opened the $12 ones, and he opened I think 2 or 3 of them, and they were pretty average. They were fine for $12. They're a nice introductory product for somebody coming into the hobby or for your kids. But yeah, and this is not paid promotion. I literally bought these just on a whim, just to go, you know what, I need product, I need something to open, and this is probably the fastest thing. So I think we'll start with the rookies. See how okay, yeah, no, cool. Yes, at the Cardboard Club on the Instagram.
Nice.
So it's very snuggle. It's very snuggly in there. All right. So
it's Kyle.
All right, so we got a Kyle.
Shy Gilgis. That's a pretty
pretty
one.
cool.
That's a Court Kings insert.
Get a green Ty Jerome.
Jackson. Sharky's boy. And Carson.
Of course, my Carson.
You don't have any of those, do you, Chip?
No, I don't have like 20 at last count. No, not at all. So that was pretty average, to be honest.
It happens. I mean, that's what you expect. There's a pool of rookies.
Exactly.
Who knows who you're going to get?
This is hopefully where everything I wanted is going to come out of.
Is it on the box? The hits. Ooh.
Yeah.
You got Colin Sexton, Prism.
Okay, so that's a Freshnam Phenom.
Nice.
Kind of cool.
Got a Chris Humphreys Hoops SIG, which looks to be circa 2012-ish.
Yeah, good question. Now, I don't know. Let me just have a quick look. No, I can't read it. 2012? Yeah, I think it is
Yeah, I think
2012.
it's. I just remember hoops looking like that then. So
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a cool signature.
A J Rich patch. That's pretty spicy.
Yeah, J Rich patch. It's a really cool picture, actually.
Oh, I was gonna say I saw 23 and the dunk. I'm like, whoa, you're joking? No way. So, number 1999. Yeah, it's a good generous size patch too. All right. That's getting kind of cool.
Kevin Durant.
Mosaic pink Durant.
And
Pretty rad.
a Shark mosaic.
Shark. Diesel.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, not bad.
It's
Kinda
fine.
cool.
I don't think I'd buy another one of these.
Yeah, but I mean,
But-
it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. The prices of packs these days, and what people are spending on the hobby, it's why not? If you're going to do that anyway, chuck another 45 and have a bit of fun with that one. You never know what you're going to get.
I have that Chris Humphries auto. Got him in JJ Barrows from the 11-12 box. 2 autos per box, and I got some of the worst possible autos.
That was
4 out of 10 for the price. Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't that prime Chris Humphries time when he was going out with Kim Kardashian?
I
I think it was.
No
all
idea.
that gross stuff. All that stuff I didn't pay attention to. But yeah, he got afflicted by the Kardashian curse.
So how do I feel about this? Pass.
Cool.
I feel like it was fine, but for the price, yeah.
No, I mean it's a boost
fine.
pack anyway, so you never quite know where the ceiling is or where the kind of floor is. Would you say?
But
Basically, what you're saying before, do you like to do you like if there's a bit of an allure of what could be in the pack as some chases kind of thing?
Having the odds is
Yeah.
what makes mystery packs sellable. That's
Yes.
what sells them. If you
And
don't
it's-
have the odds, then where is the motivation for somebody to buy in or rebuy in to try and find that special hit chase? You know what I mean? Like if you're doing 10 of them, 2 hit chases should really be your kind of like your pool. That's what you should be like. Hey, if you want this, Ja Morant Prism card, it's in
exactly.
here somewhere, because you're paying a $40 to $5, which is a premium price, but you don't know if you're even getting that premium back, which clearly we didn't.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like,
It's a good way to do it.
yeah, it should be a case of, and again, it comes back to the whole, like, some people who do breaks won't offer you anything if you miss. Some people will offer you the consolation prize and they'll send you something anyway. Somebody's going to go back to that breaker who's going to give you the consolation prize rather than the person who's just like, well, you missed out. I'm sorry, that's the rules. It's like, yeah, the rules are there and I get it. But if you're enticing somebody for their business, which is what you should be doing, that makes a lot more sense. So even with the $12 ones, if you sneak something cool in, like 3 really cool cards, and you do like 10 or more than that, if you do 50 packs and you have 5 chase cards,
It's
right?
put one, exactly, or even 1-5, whatever, and
Yes.
that's enough. It could be this. It could be a boat.
Exactly. It could be a graded card. So a lot of the mystery packs that I've seen around that price will go, hey, you have a chance at a graded card. It'll replace X amount of cards in your pack, but you have a chance at a cool graded card, which is going to like be the money of the pack.
Worth noting that anyway too, that retail packs have to establish those odds anyway legally. So
Exactly.
That's standard set, kind of setting the bar. So
But yeah,
cool.
So that's it. That's mail time.
What have we got this week, Church?
What do you mean? What have we got this week? What have we got coming up? Depends on what arrives in the mail, mate.
That's true. And that's the roulette you play every single day, watching the postie drive past your house. So,
we can't see the postie from here. We just have to try and listen out.
We watch ours and we're just like pounding at the windows. Oh, is it bright?
Yeah, I think the next thing should be the Fleer 1990 box, but I'm not entirely sure. That's supposed to be coming. I know for sure by the end of the week, and let me just bring up my list that I made, which is going to shock and delight me especially. because sometime within this week and maybe next week, we have this week should be WWE Road to WrestleMania Blaster and a Prism MLB Blaster. Fleer Ultra and Upper Deck were just sent out today. I won't expect those until next week. But 1990 Fleer Basketball should be arriving this week. And then in 2 weeks' time, the Illusions Blaster should be arriving from Sharky.
Nice. Love it. We just got a full schedule now. This is
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Got stuff coming in. Hopefully find a way to roll some stuff out so we can keep stuff coming in.
Times for all.
Yeah. I'm going to go and
sure.
actually do a mail day tomorrow because all of this has to be sent tomorrow.
Yeah.
So...
And sending stuff out's no joke. It is such a process, and can take a bunch of time.
a real hassle for somebody who's legally blind if you're having to like write out
Oh yeah, right addresses, blah blah.
40 different addresses for their $1 cards.
Blah. Now tell me, Jesh, do you have are you established enough now to have your own stamp for your sending address?
I probably should just get one.
Yeah, I mean, think of that process. But I mean, you get very fast at writing your own address, but
I don't. When you're
So
legally
what
blind,
number
you
am I?
really don't.
My worst one's like the signature. I'm like, it looks really strange. Going through 10 of them. I'm like, I don't think that's a legally binding thing at all. It's just a squiggle. It's different every time.
Now, I'll let everyone know that Big Wade isn't going to come on with the Flash Jordan boxes. He's been made an offer by somebody in the US to buy up all of his Flash Jordan boxes. I've told him to go ahead with that and to not feel bad because he's making a substantial profit on them. So I was just like, no, you sell them. You don't even question it. Like, your question is, hey, should I make 300 times the value of this back and sell all of these for like just over 1,000 Australian, or do I crack them for value and cross my fingers? No, you sell them.
Incredibly nervous.
But yeah, so that's a thing that's happened. So and as I said to him, like, we've got other stuff that we can crack, so we're fine. It's not like we're dying for content. But in saying that, if you're out there and you do want to come on and do a mail day with us and provide some content throughout the week, that's obviously not a mail day Monday, we'll absolutely work with you and do a video with you, and I'll chuck it up on my YouTube. And then I'll pop you a copy if you want to put it on social something. If you want to start your own YouTube, I'll absolutely help you out with that. Because that's what we're here for.
Hang out and talk hoops. Great.
Yeah. Another thing is, if you want a cool basketball podcast to go and listen to, there's a couple out there. Sam, what have you been listening to lately? Because I know that you've been listening to something.
I always listen to No Dunks are my favorite for a good probably almost 10 years. And they used to be the Basketball Jones. They were then the starters in the NBA. And now they're doing their own thing, and it's the best it's ever been kind of thing. They actually break a bunch of, or one of the dudes, Lee, the Australian on there with all the Canadians and the Americans. He opens a bunch of like 90s packs with 90s stars and enjoys like talking about the stories behind all the players with them. So there's a great direct thing. Also all the news of what's going on in the NBA, that kind of thing. So they've been amazing for years, and I could not listen to them every week. It's the best. So the other one I've got to say, I've never got the chance to give these guys a shout out. I hope they're still hanging out, but CRTSD, I think it is. Yeah, the Courtside Podcast. So CRTSDE. Bunch of guys that run this, some old friends I used to play basketball with, and it's still kicking. They do a great job, and Australians. So yeah, check them out. Courtside Podcast. So yeah, any you're found, Jesh?
Absolutely. So one of the big ones is Talking Cardboard Podcast. I actually found them via Cherry, and one of them actually assists with adminning one of the NBA groups. And we've been talking back and forth about like how we can unite Australian content creators all together. Nice. So that's absolutely somebody to check out. I really love their podcast. The other one is, of course, Cherry Collectibles have their own podcast. So definitely check that out as well. I would suggest checking Cherry Collectibles' Facebook page and their group page, Cherry Crew, and joining up there if you're Australian. If you're not, that's fine. Do it anyway. Just check them out because there's some good stuff.
Nice.
And that's
That
pretty
noise
much
in the background.
somebody making a drink of tea.
Lovely.
And so
your tea's ready.
yeah, so that's it. That's all I've got. I think
Nice.
that my Tony Hawk's is finished.
Oh man,
That means that I know what I'm doing for the rest of the night.
lights out Guerrilla Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it up. Oh man, I watched the. I listened to all the soundtrack this week, and that was nostalgia overload.
It was
so good.
Ace of Spades.
It was Ace, yeah. As in the Twitter post, it's like, this is what happens when worlds collide, or whatever that song is. It all comes back once you hear a few words. You realize there's neural pathways that haven't been connected in about 10, 15 years. Yeah. Ooh,
Power Man 5000.
Yeah, Power Man 5000.
Oh, you ready to go? Yeah, I'm ready to go. Oh, you
God,
ready to go? Baby.
Yeah, it was so good. And I watched a little IGN review of it, and they said I hadn't paid much attention because I kind of very much these days go for more the simulation games. Like the Skate 3 was amazing, and now Skater XL, even though it didn't get reviewed very well, it's my kind of skate game. It's great. So it's just really nice. But I hadn't paid attention to what Tony Hawk's doing, and apparently the last one was utter trash. And I don't know what they did, but it was not good. And apparently this one's much, much better. So I think all the fans around are really stoked.
Yeah, that's what's going on with YouTube. My
Who was your
connection
favourite,
expired.
I know what.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine.
Who was your favorite skater to go in original Tony Hawk's?
I didn't care about who I was skating as, to be honest.
Mine was as long as they're goofy, because that's the way I stand. I can't stand to watch someone regular footed.
Oh, you're a goofy? No, I'm a regular.
Yeah.
I'm a right-handed regular.
My brother and my dad, who I surf with, they're both regular footers, and my brother was like, "You're just born wrong, buddy."
I mean, it's not entirely incorrect. Are you left-hander?
Oh, so that's what a lot of people are, left-handed goofy. No, so right-handed and goofy.
You're a right-handed goofy. That's bizarre. You're just born wrong.
Yeah, good time.
Cool. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks, Sam, for hanging out. Where can people find you?
Jess, people can find me at Pass the Jam Sam on Instagram and the Twitters.
Cool. And you can find me, Chesh Breaks, everywhere you look, basically, including underneath your toilet door.
Creepy.
I'm watching you poop.
Like the little guy of the Evil Dead.
Exactly.
Backpacks. Gold.